Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video we're just going to go through stages 1 to 215 of the Abyss level difficulty on the story mode for Season 4. Now this is the team that I've been using previously. Seems to have worked very effectively so far and is very thematic as well. Only thing that we could do to make it any more thematic would be to add Itheron in as well. So we'll stick Panda up front, put Itheron in. We've got Mulan down at the back here as well, with Atrops giving support. And we have these relics in here to give our double ults as well. So let's go ahead and jump in. I don't suspect these bosses will be too difficult to beat. Yeah, it might be a bit more difficult, but we'll see. Yeah, so the current state of things for me personally is the hell difficulty. Oh my goodness me. I love it, I really do, and I'm so glad that they introduced the hell difficulty, because it's just a challenge, not only for players like me who've been playing this game for nearly a year now, but also for players who have invested a lot of time, a lot of money into the game, and it's a challenge for them. I haven't seen anybody clear. I haven't seen anybody clear past stage 5 for me, so it is sort of stage 5 will be the go-to. And this panda's alright, to be honest. Lee, his name is, but yeah, he puts in the work. But as I was saying, yeah, the hell difficulty for me, I'm able to clear the first stage, and it's the second stage that's the problem. Now, what I suspect is that you will need epic level slates in order to pass through. And what I mean by that is I'll show you this after this match. But the epic level slates for specific types. So yeah, Mystifiers, Glorians, your Astrals, Elysians, stuff like that. That for me is the best way to proceed. So the higher your slate level for the particular team that you're using, the higher or the more damage that you're going to be able to put out. As well, having a variety of different artifacts will really help, especially when team building. It's so important to have those artifacts in there. And the reason for that is because, there it goes again. Yeah, not bad at all. But the reason for that is because there's so many different effects, and they're so available now. They're just so versatile and so available to the player base. You are physically forced while playing the game to level them up as well. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Get as many artifacts as possible. You want to get as many of the epic and the normal and anything below epic. You want to get all of those done first. And the reason that I say that is because you'll have access to more tools at your disposal. And then you can focus on the legendary ones later and leveling those up as well. Now, leveling up those legendary ones is going to be a big factor, I believe, in completing the hell difficulty. I don't expect to complete it in this round. I expect to complete the hell difficulty next round. I think if you can complete this hell difficulty now, then you will have spent a significant amount of money on the game, and I don't think it's going to be I really don't think it's going to be a viable strategy for the majority of the player base to even, sort of clear Hell 10 or the 10th level in the Hell stage. It's really you've got to have solidly invested in the game in order to pass that difficulty. Now the reason that they added it in is because effectively sort of the upper end of the player base was sitting around for 2 weeks doing absolutely nothing. And it was kind of unacceptable, really. Either they needed to change it up so it was complete once a week, and then it reset, or they needed to add a new difficulty in. And I think adding the new difficulty in was the best option out of those two, to be honest. Let's go ahead and skip these. I don't think we'll need to see too many of these fights. Lee putting in the work there, as always. One sec. Sorry about that. Just have a bit of allergies. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Lee. What this unit is going to fit in very well, I think, very, very well to the overall archetype of these units here. And the reason for that is because of his synergies and because of what he does as well. I think prioritizing getting his runes, especially up to red runes as well, that for me is going to be he's going to be absolutely devastating when he does get those red runes in, because not only will he increase his defense, but he'll also increase his HP. I don't know if I've gone through Lee before, but I think that with his passive, every time he's attacked, he increases his attack as well, and he performs a counter attack, or he's got 50% chance to perform a counter attack. That will also increase his HP and his defense, so he becomes much more tanky when you do have those exclusive runes. So for me, I think that will be the most appropriate option for him. Sorry about that, just had to blow my nose and have a bit of a sneeze. Wukong has not impressed me. Really hasn't impressed me. For me personally, I don't know. Like I said in previous videos as well, he just seems a bit mismatched. Potentially he should have been Verdian synergy with his basic attacks as well. It's just, yeah, maybe I'm using him wrong. Maybe I've not got the right units. Maybe you do need that Fox Enchantress or the Nine Tails in order for him to really pop off. But again, you shouldn't have to do that with a brand new character. You shouldn't have to. I understand, you know, linking partners. I understand having somebody to work with, like for example Lee and the twins. They work in combination really well, but Lee does not require the twins to be effective, which is why I think currently, without any more swap mechanics, the Monkey King will just sort of fade away into the background. He'll be used occasionally, but again, maybe I'm using him wrong. Maybe because I've not got him at 7 stars. You know, he's not got his demon synergy. He's not got his protector synergy either. He doesn't have this unlocked as well. Triggers the swap effect. Swapped ally gain 1 stack of Holy Shield, and he performs a basic attack. And then when he uses a basic attack, there's a 50% chance to dispel 1 buff from the enemy. So in combination with this, when he kills an enemy, they will trigger a swap effect 1 time. After Wukong triggers a swap effect, the number of basic attack hits increases by 1 up to 10 times. So you can swap out 10 times by killing 10 enemies. It just seems a bit iffy to me. You're not going to be killing a lot of enemies. Specifically, you're not going to be killing a lot of good enemies. So in higher end PvE content, like in Hell mode, you're not going to be killing enemies that frequently, unless you're up against, say, a Phantom team or an Avengers team. Those are the only teams that he will be super effective against. But they could have done just so much more with him. I kind of get what they're trying to do, but for me, he's just, I don't think he's good enough. Especially just doing basic and only having 50% chance to dispel a buff. No, not for me. Not for me. Yeah. I mean, Lee is putting in work, especially if you get a lot of attacks on him in that first round. Against Verdian synergy mates, he's going to be absolutely mental. So opposing Verdian synergy mates in PvE, he's going to get up. He's got to stack his attack up very quickly. He's really impressing me. Mulan, again, really impressed me. We'll have to see about Ninetales. I haven't played with Ninetales, I believe, with a couple of combination of different units. I think you can get up to a 3000% HP increase. But that, again, I think depends on the swap mechanic. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'll pick her up next week. I'll see if I can get 2 copies of her, and then we can take it from there. Just see what is, you know, what's cracking with her. We'll do some testing, and we'll just see how well she goes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and auto battle the rest of these, just because we've seen the team play out. Or the new units play out. Speaking of the fox lady, Ninetales. Yeah, we wouldn't have seen her attacks anyway. Too strong. And I think Mulan as well is a must get to 8 stars. She works really well at 7. Works really, really well at 7. But that 8 stars would just finish her off nicely. Giving her the striker synergy, you know, she's going to be really, really effective. I think if I had her at 8 stars, if I'd have picked up a copy of her, so if I'd picked up a copy of Mulan instead of Wukong, let's see, yeah, final boss. So if I'd have picked up a copy of her to get her to 8 stars right away, I think I'd be able to have passed Hell difficulty by now. But something to keep in mind when you are picking up units using your token or your tickets, Wukong will not be available through various other methods, whereas Mulan and Dahlia, I believe her name is, just come back to me now. So Dahlia, the fox, the one we're fighting now, I believe that she will be, so she's available through the summons, getting her shards, and Mulan is available in the shop, I believe. So it's, you know, it is what it is. I think picking up a copy of Wukong was still the right decision, but again, might be wrong. So yeah, Lee to finish things off, and that's it for this particular set. I'll do another one, 3-1 to 315 in a couple of days when I do reach Eternal level. We can now go ahead and claim 25 shards of Lee, and let's go ahead and see where I'm up to. So yeah, looks like I've now got some testing to do, because we have Lee up to Monarch synergy, so that's cool. Here we are.
Sometimes a stick is more effective than a spell. Is that it?
Cool.
How boring.
Right, so he now deals a lot more damage. And we do have his Monarch synergy available, just this Light Seeker synergy, which will take, it needs to reach 9 stars before we can start unlocking that. But we'll do that over the course of the season. Synergy Archives, Glorians, let's get him advanced. And let's go into our Rune synergy. And he is now Monarch. Cool. So let's go ahead and do some testing, and that'll be out soon. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you like the video, please do. If you want to subscribe for more content, it'd be really appreciated. You have a good day.